For people living with a disability, an advocate can often make all the difference when it comes to exercising their rights. But there are fears disability advocacy will disappear from regional areas in some states when they transition to the NDIS. Social Affairs correspondent Norman Hermont reports.
This is the reality of disability advocacy in regional Australia. Hours behind the wheel. It's something Helen Sutherland knows all too well.
Hi Helen, how are you?
Good, thanks Jackie, how are you?
That's good, yeah. Beautiful morning.
The advocate has travelled to Glen Innes in northern New South Wales to see Jackie Bourne, who lives with a mild intellectual disability.
So what's been happening for you guys?
From skirmishes with Telstra to discrimination claims, advocates have helped. Now, Jackie's seeking assistance with a legal issue. What difference would it make if Helen couldn't come here today to meet you face to face?
I would have just given up. I would have just given up.
Next up, a meeting in Armidale, in the heart of New England.
G'day Jeff, it's Helen.
Oh, g'day Helen, how are you?
Jeff Parker is blind and lives with multiple sclerosis. He's also a long-time client of disability advocacy.
With DA not being here in Armidale, I don't know who I'd turn to. I suppose the closest people would be in Sydney, but that's an 8-hour drive.
Armidale is just one of the regional offices. Disability Advocacy says it will have to close if cuts to its budget go ahead with the transition to the NDIS next year. The service says it will also have to shut regional offices in Bathurst and Coffs Harbour.
The New South Wales government is rushing into the NDIS, and in doing so, it wants to get rid of all its services. And I think including advocacy is almost getting thrown out, the baby getting thrown out with the bathwater.
The New South Wales government says needs will be met through a one-off grant to assist disability advocacy and more money to support advocacy during the NDIS transition. But critics say that funding is mostly tied to helping people navigate entry into the NDIS, and their work goes far beyond that. In regional Victoria, the transition to the NDIS is being handled very differently.
Andrew, how are you, mate?
The state government here has signaled no plans to cut funding for disability advocacy when the NDIS rolls out. Andrew Fasano, who's experienced mental illness, has come to see advocate Daryl Sloan.
I don't know where I would have gone if it wasn't for Daryl's help.
That's okay Jackie, I'll see you next time, okay?
Yep, okay.
Back in New South Wales, advocacy visits in this region could soon be a thing of the past.
Bye Jackie.
Bye.
Norman Hermont, ABC News, Glen Innes, New South Wales.